So let's look at DGP Tuesday. So we had two subjects, right? So what are our two subjects? What's one of them? Something is one of our subjects. What's our other subject? It is not. The biggest reason why is that it is actually in one of our predicates. Now, boat seems like an obvious answer because it's one of our few like stated nouns. But keep in mind, pronouns can also be a subject. That is our other subject. That is our other subject. Okay. So that, well, come on now, update for me. There we go. Okay. So that in something, two pronouns are our subject. I'm going to help you out on this too. This and something are our only two words in our complete subjects as well. That and something are the only two things in two separate complete subjects. Okay. So what are our verbs? Is and be are both our verbs. Transitive or intransitive? They're both intransitive. The biggest reason being is that we do not have a direct object. Now, we do have predicate adjective and predicate nominative, but we'll talk about that tomorrow, why that doesn't quite work. Actually, no, we'll talk about them today. Sorry. Check the back. We'll look at them on Friday. They don't go to them directly. Okay. All right. So since we have our simple predicates already laid out, what are our complete predicates? Yep. Does it make sense? I know it becomes obvious once we have the single underline. Does it make sense why those are our complete predicates? Any questions about them? You all are either easy to please or you're almost comatose. I'm worried it's the latter. How many clauses are we going to have tomorrow? Well, I wind up having two clauses. And if you look at the complete subject and the complete predicates that we have up there, it should be fairly obvious where those clauses divide. Okay. Keep that in mind for tomorrow. I want to move this over a little bit so we can see it. Okay. Questions up to this point? Jacob looks like he's still rocking and rolling with us. Okay, so there's a predicate adjective and a predicate nominative. What do we think our PA is? Since I'm really just talking to Bruce right now. What is it? Wrong. So it's an adjective in the predicate. That makes it a predicate adjective. Boat becomes our predicate nominative because it's restating what that is in the predicate. So, Jackie, you weren't wrong when you said that boat was the subject, because it is the subject of the sentence, but it's not in the subject. Does that make sense? We're talking about the boat, but we only know that because it's named in the predicate nominative. Okay. So hopefully we can do the prepositional phrase. Jacob, don't hold back if you know it. Where does our prepositional phrase start and begin? You as well, Jackie. Don't hold back. Bruce has been very busy. It's just he and I talking, really. That's Nothing from Jacob yet. Where's our prepositional phrase begin and end? Yep, it is with it. So put our parentheses at the start of with and at the end of it. So what does that make it? The object of the preposition. The preposition is with. The object of that preposition is it. Okay. And the box underneath isn't there, but this is an adverb prep phrase. So you can actually type it in because it is merged for you at least. Okay, since we have 2 subjects, 2 verbs today, that means how many clauses should we have tomorrow? 2, okay? It also gives you a pretty good indicator of where those clauses are divided at if you're just looking at the way everything lines up. Questions on DGP?